Welcome, you're all welcome. Hello. I can let me see to the middle. Who are the people there? Bolaji, Olabisi, Ara, Ogechi, Cynthia, Ebere, Chita, Shola, Ikupai, Messi, Nas, Louisa, Shak, Van. You're all welcome. Thank you so much. Sorry, I would normally not have a chat on Saturday. I always do my business time, which I will try and do that the moment you give me time to just say some things that I wouldn't want to use that in our chat tomorrow, Sunday 6 p.m. I don't come out on Saturdays for chats. I only come out for my business time, which is 4 p.m. But that was why I said, please, it will be emergency sitting because I want it to go in record. Because when I saw that, what I saw, I was like, I remember Sister Diola and some of you, especially Sister Diola, when I said it a few days ago that Daddy Freez has compromised. He has compromised in many ways, but I will say what I have to say, and the reason why I have to say it is because the way he got himself to be known on social media was via religious leaders. He came out like someone that actually knows the Bible, that has read. He's actually a Yoruba man, that has read the Bible, and he can see that there's so much heresy, and there's so many of these the GOs are fake. They are end-time pastors. They are preaching out of context. They are liars. They are thieves. They are criminal. And that was how he got many of you to start following him. It is good you follow. There's nothing so wrong. Like I have followers on my platform, and it's because some of them, not everybody that follows me actually believes in my principle or anything. They just come and probably when it's time for some party, maybe my selling or my profession, or they have different, or for family discussions, what are they, it just depends reason why people follow you. Do you understand? But when we start to see hypocrisy in people like this, that a lot of you look up to as someone that is Christ-like, and he's actually a hypocrite, it calls for concern. And I would not hesitate to say it, because why am I saying it? I am saying it because these are the kind of people, when they killed Dele Giwa, journalists that compromised. These are the kind of people, when they killed MKO Abiola, they compromised. Do you understand? These are the kind of people, either bloggers or journalists, that when they eat with the sitting president, they like good luck now, and he's not doing it right. They compromise. They do not allow the voice of the masses to be heard. The voice of the masses to be heard, because they have the platform to be able to, convince the people more. When you have the crowd, do you understand? And this is what these GOs, presidents, governor, politicians do. When you have the platform, people that do not have the platform, can't be heard as much as the people that have the platform.
I didn't do my homework. Daddy, I love you. Baby, I miss you.
That he has so compromised, but we want to take him down memory lane. The same thing he did during this person's what's her name? Mercy Aigbe. I know, yeah, he put up a post that the reason why are people crying, people like us, why are we saying that she's a husband snatcher? Because I think I was the main person that put husband snatcher for Mercy Aigbe. That after all, the husband is a Muslim. I looked at him and said, you that impregnated a married woman, your case is glaring. Who will you support? The wife that is in your house at now is somebody else's wife. She was married and you impregnated her. You were charged to court for adultery, impregnating a married woman. You were charged to pay the man 5 million naira. What do I expect? I can't, obviously in many ways, you are like Apostle Suleiman. So I wouldn't expect you to apply ethics, moral ethics in any way. So, this is not a personal vendetta, actually, to be very sincere. It's not a personal thing. But I love George. I love George because when I mentioned, Nigeria is so, we might think it's big. Yes, we are millions in Nigeria. But particular people have been able to gain, and they've gotten that platform to be able to talk to people and, tell people this is it. Oh, this politician, you guys should not vote for them. So everybody for each platform, if you want to come to my household name, yes, good day, Yekudi household name. Thank you very much. Akinwumi Sholakpe, God bless you. I love you for that. Household name. Daddy Freez has become a household name. Just like all these our actresses they are already household names and actors. When you have a platform where people follow you like that, you should be a voice for the voiceless. And how did people start following you? When you start having this awakening, as in telling people the truth. Oh, this is the Bible. This is what the Bible says. You guys should open your eyes and stop being gullible. You are vulnerable Nigerians. You started by saying tithes was not to be paid in the church. And this is a way of them robbing us. You started it. That the lies that are told in the church is, oh my God. The lies that are told in the church is, oh my God. And people still following you. They needed that voice to be able to withdraw from their gullibility. They relied on what you had to tell them to follow you. That means you came out, tricked people to start following you. You came out, acted Christ-like, so that people will follow you. But this is the true you. This is the true you. You are a hypocrite. We can't be shouting hypocrisy. We all cannot be shouting hypocrisy, hypocrites, hypocrisy everywhere. I can't be shouting it now and still be one of the hypocrites. I said it over. I always say it on my platform. I said I was a member of Redeem until I saw the one I went to, that malice, gossip, hypocrisy, fake, that is, when you talk about terrible, it was after I now left and I heard about money, misappropriation of funds. After I left was when I started hearing that one. Because me, when I go to church, there are some particular things I do not put my mouth, and it's none of my business. The one that affected me was when I realized that, hell no, we can't be keeping malice here. Pastors can't be keeping malice. Pastor's wife can't be keeping malice. And we all think it's okay. We can't be gossiping about each other. We can't be hating on each other and think it is okay. I think it's a waste of time for me. It is time I move. And I did. And I did. I never was interested in Daddy Freez3's philosophy of no paying of tithes. I was never interested in that philosophy. I was never interested in every other thing he had to say to many people and they started following him. I was more interested in when I go to the church, how does it affect me? If it's affecting me positively, I don't care what anyone has to say. Until I saw for myself the one that was affecting me negatively, I carry my bag. I move. All the first fruits he had to preach against, I wasn't interested in knowing. And he came out, there were 3. There's one other lady too. I think she's based in London. And I think that one still stood her ground. That's why she doesn't have crowd. She has big eyeball like this. I can't remember her name. And there was another man. That one, I think, is in one of the European countries. I think he also is now a pastor. For some reason, he has compromised. I think Moturayo or something like that. One lady like that has big eyeball. I think she's based in London. She has not compromised, but she doesn't have the crowd. But you, Daddy Freez, we know our black people, they always trip. They love fair complexion. Many of us were not opportune to play with Oyibo. That's why Daddy Bioma or Bioma, what's that man's Obioma? That one came out and said that you are a bastard. A lot of people came out to fight against that man because they thought because you say this truth that about Oye, you said the truth about Pastor Oyedepo.
If you're stuck in a social media spiral, some words of advice. Whopper, extra pickle. Chili cheese bites. Onion rings. Bring it.
About Pastor Oyedepo. That was why many Nigerians stood with you. They stood by you. And they stood by you because they thought, no, this Obioma guy, David Obioma, what's his name, went for you, he insulted you, called you a bastard, said you were from Boya Shangi Shani Abikutu Wenji, embarrassed, disgraced. You were in shock. You could not talk on this particular day. You were flabbergasted. It was Nigerians that believed in you, that thought you were real, that stood by you. Everyone was so angry. I can't imagine all the derogatory, even as a matter of fact. Panana went on board on his program to stage a show for Obioma, Ibimoma, whatever, because of what he said against you. Now, you fail the people. You fail the people. You fail the people. Because of what you people will eat. Morayo, thank you. Those are the 3 people that came out that time. And everybody were saying they were antichrist. The ones that were gullible. They came out and they were, and this guy will come. Many channels, he stood, this Daddy Freez. That was how he got many Nigerians to start following him. I can now see he did that to trick the people. The same way politicians will come out and give fellow Nigerians food. Food to vote for them by lying to us, telling us of many promises, giving us promises of what they will do for us. That was why many people started following you, Daddy Freez. That was why they all ran and said, at least somebody is. It was like an awakening call for many Nigerians because they have, the way Christianity turned to in Africa, especially in my country, Nigeria, it was as if they were taken for a ride. It was as if people were enslaved. So for some people to be bold enough to come and say, stop being gullible, my people. Touch not my anointed. You had the Bible verse. Do my prophet no harm. You dissected it. A lot said withdrawing from their fear false evidences appearing real that they preached in the church. People started withdrawing. More became bolder. More they were able to now ask questions. More started following you. You were helping. That's how you opened your own online church and started preaching your own Bible. Now, when Ibioma started with you and said he was going to beat you mercilessly, he will beat you. Apostle, that was when I knew in my heart that this guy, no, it's not, this guy has fallen by the wayside. He has taken some good money from Apostle. It was Apostle that put everything under control. Suleiman was what you used to call him. I'm surprised you can start calling him Apostle now. Do you in your heart of heart believe that man is an apostle? If truly, how you came out then, you said you were in the church with some other people preaching in the church, but you found out that many of the things they were saying fake. That Nigerians are overly gullible. Guys, I want us to listen to George. Because why am I saying this? Is that not to clout chase. Yes, he has more followers than me. But you know, it's just like the way we talk about Buhari. I don't want people misleading people. No. When Pastor Suleiman, you know, I said it a few days ago, I didn't even know someone was going to bring a comprehensive analysis. I saw it, I was so happy. I said, this is all I wanted about Daddy Freez. I said it. I hear what you are saying, but try and learn the names of people you want to reference. It was not an issue before. You keep doing it regular. If you want to speak in public, then get the names right so people don't have to remind you. Try a bit more. Okay, I don't know their names. You too, learn their names. The most important people that are important in this matter is Apostle Suleiman. I don't think I have ever made a mistake with the name. And Daddy Freez, I don't think I've made a mistake with the name. George, I don't think so if I don't know how to pronounce Ibioma, I am not a newscaster. And I don't think I should be held accountable for that. That is not the most important thing. The most important thing is, are you getting my message? So Yomi Williams, I won't try harder. The names of the ones that are important, at least I am mentioning it clearly and you are getting the vibes. So please do not distract me. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted with that comment. Now, guys, as I was saying, George did some critical analysis, put together baddest facts. And when he put those baddest facts together, I was really impressed and I was really happy. And I said, no, I wouldn't spare this courtroom this. I would be so happy to share these facts, this discovery. So some people have gone to meet Daddy Freez. The people that have slept with Apostle Suleiman to lay complaints. I remember clearly when Apostle Suleiman did the case, lied on the pulpit regarding this Germany disappearance and appearance in one airport. Do you get it? I remember clearly.
Hey, my name is Imran Wasim. I own Lawrence Kings Park and I started Snappy Shopper last year in October. When we first started and it's like start going up the way, it never came down.
This guy called Daddy Freez came out and gave biblical references in support of what that guy said. That was when I knew that. You know, before, when I'm talking, I sometimes refer to Daddy Freez. Daddy Freez says something. I stopped referring to him because to me, I knew that his standard had fallen. He did not have anything to do with, it doesn't have anything to do with integrity. Nothing. I can see that he's a hypocrite. He has compromised. So I do not use him as reference anymore. When I saw a case that this lady Maureen Badejo handled, and I saw the way she referenced it and brought in facts. You saw me say it there. I read, because that's how we're taught when we studied law. You must give citation because it's not my discovery. And when you are doing critical analysis, you must bring pros and cons. You must bring facts. You can't. Hearsay is inadmissible. You cannot refer to hearsay. You can't. Because it could just be speculations. And the worldly people will say, rumors are carried by fools. Do you understand? So I wanted something to really say, okay, 3 days ago, I was saying it, I said, Daddy Freez has compromised. So all these things that they are saying about Apostle Suleiman, Daddy Freez has nothing to say. He was the leader of such things in the beginning, and that's how he got his crowd. You can't now say like a Geo now. Do you understand? The reason why Adeboye, Oyedepo, Bakare, do you get me? Suleiman, all of them have crowd. They are called Geo today is because they brought Christ to people in it. And when that person is no more in tune with what is Christ-like, in tune with what is Christ-like, and you that the Geo came out to tell the world, this is what is Christ-like. All these things these people are preaching is heresy. And really, that is not Christ-like. They are fake. They are this, they are that. Apostle Suleiman, whom you call your brother now, whom will you call your brother now? Yomi, you are distracting me. What is anger for? Yomi, you are distracting me. If you are not happy, if you are not happy where you are, nobody has anger issue. You are the one that has problems, Yomi. Yomi Williams. Nobody has anger issues. Let me help you pin down. Please, can you people hate this comment as many as 50? Just give him angry this thing on his comment. 50, I need minimum of 50 to just give him angry this thing on his something, because he's trying to distract me. Angry emojis, that's all I want. Just make angry on his emoji so that he can go and rest. You are distracting me. If people now are not saying what you used to do anymore, it calls for concern. Now, as I was saying, let me help this matter by not talking too much. I want you guys to just relax and let's enjoy this particular guy's and I don't know for him. I want you two people to enjoy why I'm concerned about this guy. And also, I will also say the reason why he was able to support Mercy Aigbe. The reason why he was able to support Mercy Aigbe. Yomi is going on and on about names. He said I should go and learn how to pronounce Ibioma. Am I newscaster? Am I BBC newscaster or NTA newscaster? Help me give him minimum of 50. Let him know that he's not making any sense. 50. He needs it. 50. Let him enjoy 50 angry look. Then he will go and pack well and sit down in his house. Why are you liking the post? I say anger and cry for him. You people are liking the post. The person that liked the post, I will block you. Just give him. Let him go and enjoy it. A man that is doing like woman on woman platform. When their wife tell them, respect yourself at home, they won't hear. They will go to social media and be disgracing their wives. As I was saying, why are you doing angry emoji? Why are you doing angry? I said on Yomi's platform, why are you doing angry? Aju Kasalem, you are doing it on the wrong place. So you should do it on the comment I pinned here. Don't go to my page. You people are doing it on my page. No, you are making mistake. Do it on the comment I pinned. Don't do it on my video. Why doing it on my video? You are making mistake. Do it on the comment I pinned. That's all. Do it on the comment I pinned. So you guys should listen to this guy and just help me go and thank this guy so much for everything he's done in this justice he did in this particular case. I love him for helping out in putting everything straight record. He did so well. I'm coming, guys. Sorry. Now let's hear it. The guy is so funny. He actually imitated Daddy Freez the way he does his
Hello and welcome to the channel. It's so good to have you right back
is always
again.
like this.
In case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is George. I am a trend analyst, and today we are discussing our dear wonderful friend, the leader of the Free the Shippo movement, Daddy Freez. That was
yes. Don't press the angry emoji on my chat. Sorry. I will go and unfollow Daddy Freez and confirm he has all fall my hand. Yeah, no, sincerely, I want you to listen to this first because a few days ago I made mention of it, but because of the fact that when I said it about the fact that he has compromised, I heard Diola and Co saying, "Oh no, he has not." I said, "No, he has." I should expect because he's the voice when it comes to religious matters. In at least on Facebook and on Instagram, people know him for that. He's supposed to. He shouldn't be only Maureen Badejo. Do you understand? People are following him more than they are following Maureen Badejo. People know him for this aspect. But in the case of Apostle Suleiman, from the time Apostle Suleiman said he made his spiritual son to disappear and appear in Germany, do you understand? That was when I knew in France, sorry, from Germany to France. That was when I knew when this guy came out, he had reasons for it. Even the monetary aspect that Apostle Suleiman said God does miracle money. He had excuses for him. Go and listen to his chat. I used to reference him here. For some of you that know, when I'm talking about some particulars, I heard it on Daddy Freez's platform. I even sometimes will share what he has to say, but I stopped because I now saw that he has no integrity. No integrity. No integrity. You cannot allow people, trick people, like the politicians, you trick them, like the religious leaders, they trick us that we are following Christ. Only for them to say, oh, God of Apostle Suleiman. Where is that G-O-D? That's G-O-D. The same God that we serve is what is written in the Bible. Does the Bible tell us in any way that there's anything like miracle money? Even Jesus Christ, as powerful as he is, when he was on the cross of Calvary, he would have disappeared. But God didn't allow it to happen because that would be strange. That would be, everybody will go mad. God would have allowed him to disappear. That would have been one time that if there was anything like disappearing and appearing, it would have been that. Jonah, that was thrown in the fish, that was swallowed by fish, because God wanted him to go to Nineveh, whatever, to go and preach, and he did not want to go. Why did God allow him to disappear and appear? He was put in the mouth of in the fish, and he was brought out at the sea of to make sure to go. That's the place God wants him to be. but there was a transporter. So, Apostle Suleiman, now had people, his own son, to appear. Even him, can he appear and disappear? There are some things God can do, but he wouldn't do it. We all know that Apostle Suleiman lies from the teeth. And from the 10 commandments, it tells us that thou shalt not lie. And you cannot be a pathological liar and still say you are a child of God. And as you can see, you will hear from here, you cannot be a promiscuous person. Somebody proved it here, that she went to meet Apostle, this guy, regarding the sexual affair. This one is not Stephanie Otobo. It doesn't have anything. And this is what Daddy Freeze did. You listen. Yeah.
I think my hand right now is Daddy Freeze. It's so good to have you right here again today. Now,
I want you to enjoy
over time,
this
I've
chat.
discussed Daddy Freeze on this channel sometimes, and for a fact, Daddy Freeze, in case you're watching this, don't take this to be like I'm trying to chase clout with your name. Not at all. If you add all the followers you have on all your social media platforms, just on one app alone, you can't beat it. Okay, so I'm not trying to use your name to chase clout. It's because you have come up in this analysis. That is why I'm paying attention to you. So in case you're watching me right now, I hope you are doing good. And I just want you to sit down and watch closely as I get to analyze your person and your relationship with Apostle Justin Suleiman. Now, for those of you who are watching me, everyone, welcome here again. And to my amazing audience, it's so good to have you right back. Man, this has been the most exhausting video for me to make. What I say, as in the research I did before coming out with the video. So listen, the video itself is long. As you can see, it is well detailed. So if you have the time, just grab a coffee or grab your popcorn, relax and watch, okay?
Please.
If you're watching from your home, just chill. Call the big boys. Let them come and sit down and watch our dear Gio, Papa of the Free the Sheeple movement. And you will see some people in the comments actually defending him, of course. So you guys can have conversations over there. So let me give you the structure of this video. First of all, I'm going to be talking here in the studio, and then later I'm going to take into my computer to see the things I did myself, what I'm talking about, the date, time, everything, and it's going to make sense to you. Please, my video is not for people that are spirikoko. My video are for people that think. If you can think, if your brain is working, you can understand my videos, okay? So you don't have to be over spiritual when you are here. Just relax and let's have a good time right here.
Apostle Justin Suleiman has been in scandalous news.
And because I know what I was told, and I know the impact.
People remember that guy, Pastor David, under Apostle.
But there are some that I feel like there's something to talk about.
Because if you like say Pastor Michael, to say everybody for Nigeria no get sense.
The man is an adulterer. The man is a fornicator. He sleeps with young girls, teenagers, married women, everybody.
Yes.
This video is about Amos.
If you watch what is happening right now, even during that Stephanie Otobo saga, you'll find out that most of the senior pastors were silent.
Nothing is new again.
Suleiman was also secretly recorded.
But you know go make sense, say I just bring all the audios come outside.
For me, I know who Suleiman is.
Wow, that was really an interesting intro, because this thing right now came out about Daddy Freeze because...
Now, guys, this one is not about Apostle Suleiman. I am sick and I'm tired of talking on him. I am talking on Daddy Freeze, and I want to say that it's hypocritical. As the hypocritical aspect of him, I just want to try and bring it out to you people. And like this guy has done, it helps me in one aspect, as per Apostle Suleiman's case, to comprehensively bring some facts together. So we're going to then I will then look at the aspect of Mercy Aigbe. You understand why he stood in that manner. You understand? Because he is also a culprit. Do you understand? Look, if I like somebody, if somebody, oh yeah, you know, there's something we call conflict of interest in law, and not even in law generally. If a judge now wants to preside over a case, and the person is related to him or a student, they went to the same college or in any way affiliated, you know, there will be conflict of interest. I would rather not talk. Am I making sense? I would rather not talk about it than talk about it and take sides. When others, you came for Oyedepo, When he preached what you know to you is wrong, the Bible is preaching it otherwise, you went for him. You could say what you brought out Bible, backing it up with points. And those ones have actually preached what is even not so much for you to be coming out to counter. In the area of apostle, he preaches things that if you have God in you, you will be Holy Spirit, and Holy Ghost anger will rise from your stomach. Then you came out backing him. Then people that think because they know you have been coming out for pastors and saying the truth that you know is true, then they came to you with problem that this person came to you and said, the Apostle Suleiman have slept with me. This is what happened. You put it on the ground. I must finish this chat. I must analyze it. It is not fair. This you are equally like Buhari them. You are equally like the GOs that you are talking against. You are like them. Even worse. Why is it worse? Going to a doctor that have told us that they have certified doctors to take care of us. And when we go to them, they will know this is the cure for cancer. But rather, they will advise us that there's no cure. That's exactly what you are doing to these people that take you as someone that is coming out to speak against these people, bringing out the truth about them, that they are all false and end-time prophets or end-time pastors. Then when people come to you, because you have either collected money from apostle or you call him your brother, then you can never, you are not related. It's from Auchi. If you start to say brother, there must be something in exchange of that brotherhood. Because when you and Ibioma had issues, he was the one that silenced you. He told you, he summoned you to come. He spoke to you.
We are talking about Apostle Johnson Suleiman. If you have noticed over time, ever since I've talked about the person of Suleiman, I've always given him that respect like I respect every other person.
That's true.
Okay, some people say I'm a gentleman, but it's not about being a gentleman. It's about me being myself the way I am, okay? So I have to be as respectful as possible because these people are not my mates. So let's get that for a fact. Last time, if you watched this video, I prayed in this video, you guys will say, pastor, I beg, I'm not a pastor, because I beg. I felt the leading to pray large in the video before this one, so please, I don't think I will do that again, okay? But it just happens. Sometimes it happens because I don't really plan for things like that to happen. Before I come here to make a video, my computer right here has my script and everything well ordered to guide my thought process as I present whatever I want to present to you, okay?
Well done.
So, if you look at this lady, we introduced her in the previous video.
Look at that lady.
Iyok. Now, this lady you see right here indeed had a relationship, sexual one, with Apostle Johnson Suleiman. I wouldn't be saying this emphatically if I don't have evidence or if there are no proof to this, okay? But, of course, she knows what she's talking about and she knows her story too well. The reason why I am not talking about her and Suleiman right now specifically is because I have other videos I'm still working on each and everything she said. If you watched me when I analyzed Choma Efemelu DK's confession about her relationship with Apostle Johnson Suleiman, the videos are still here. The same way I did hers is the same way I'm going to do for her. So now understand this. This lady you see right here, very amazing lady. We spoke for hours yesterday. And then we got to the point where we talked, because I watched a couple of videos she made back in 2020 where she talked about the person of Daddy Freez and how she had initially reached out to him about her relationship with Apostle Johnson Suleiman. But even before we get to that particular point, I would say emphatically that the person you see right here, Daddy Freez, is a hypocrite. Even he himself talks about it, that we Christians, one thing we face in Christianity and all that is that we are a bunch of hypocrites. And of course, he is also a hypocrite. I myself, maybe I'm a hypocrite. I don't know. Someone might get to tell me that tomorrow.
True.
But I want you to listen to Daddy Freez himself define who a hypocrite is.
There are things I would call him on the phone to say, because I see that this is just a minor issue. But something like a private jet, especially since I have spoken up against every other pastor who has a private jet, because I personally do not believe a minister of God needs a private jet. Personally, I do not believe it. So, if I have used the same yardstick on every other pastor, when it comes to my friend, if I keep quiet, I'll be a hypocrite.
That's Suleiman. No?
Now, there are lots of things I'm privy to that many other people are not privy to. He has business investments and he does quite a lot of business. I cannot say too much of this because he has not told me that if he's go and tell them about my business. No.
Are you hearing?
You know, when you call someone and you know what, I'm calling you back, then he sends you a text message. I am here, here, and here. Then me, the inquisitive me, ask, waiting carry you go there. Now ministry or now business. Sometimes say it's business, sometimes say it's ministry, sometimes say it's both. And in the last 1 week, no, let me say in the last 1 week plus, he has grown, as in he has, I remember how far I'm in Gambia, how far I'm in Scotland, how far I'm in Russia in the last few days.
Now, the video you just watched right now was released as at April 24th, 2019. That time is very significant because a day before that the release of this video, Reno Omokri, who had given himself the credits of having brought Daddy Freez and Apostle Joseph Suleiman together, because he said that, you know, they preached to him and they spoke to him about the whole thing of attacking pastors, and he got to understand blah 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 blah. But has that even changed about Daddy Freez, or has it made him more selective of?
Okay, can you people hear? Reno Omokri, that one too, very irresponsible. You know, Reno Omokri was the one that attacked. He will only attack Buhari. He worked with Goodluck during Goodluck's regime. Goodluck Jonathan, our former president. Yeah. Now, Reno Omokri, you remember he was the one that attacked Mama Don Davis that had issue with Deeper Life. It was not his business. Do you understand? He attacked the woman for, you know, overly being dramatic, and that of course she can't bring her she can't bring down Deeper Life, and that she has no right, however, to address Pastor Kumuyi. If you remember Reno Omokri, I did a chat for him here, stating how dare he say that to that woman, trying to bully her to silence. As a matter of fact, he even gave her one name, social media freak. Like, because the woman always comes out, Mommy Don David came out consistently giving us updates. Am I making sense? And if you remember, at that time also, Apostle Suleiman also backed Reno Omokri and insulted Mama Don Davis. Go and ask Mama Don Davis. The woman came out and was crying that these two people attacked her, Reno Omokri and Apostle Suleiman. And those at that time, I will not lie to you people, I started having eye on them. Especially Reno Omokri. At least if Apostle Suleiman has decided to disgrace himself, he calls himself a man of God, he sees that this is a religious issue because this woman took her child to Deeper Life School because she believes in church, Christian environment where there's love. If he doesn't understand that fact and wanted to get that denomination into trouble, after all, it's not his Omega denomination, it is Deeper Life denomination. He wanted to make sure that he elevates or escalates the issue. Reno Omokri that says that Buhari is not good, he has enslaved us, he's a thief, he's a criminal. Why would he? He proves to us that he's a human rights activist. At the end of the day, you are against somebody that cried out that, hey, come on guys, you people have done me wrong. My child was unfairly treated. Do you understand? So this is what we call hypocrisy. So it was these same people that called him Daddy Freez to tell him that, oh, he should stop attacking pastors. Remember, because Mama Don Davis was also attacking Pastor Kumuyi, that why hasn't he spoken? After all, this is his denomination and the church is owned by Deeper Life. And you know, Reno Omokri came out and blasted her. She should not refer to Baba Kumuyi. How dare she? He has always known Baba Kumuyi. Because the woman, they wanted to that people that are supposed to be voice for the voiceless, they wanted to silence her. They wanted to silence her. That's how they behave. Now they called you. You gained the masses' love. All of us, everybody, you gained their love by coming out to speak the truth. That's what we thought. Then these same people that are hypocrites themselves, Reno Omokri and Apostle Suleiman, were the ones that now called you and said, telling you that, pastors, you should stop abusing pastors. Were you abusing pastors, or you were stating facts about their misconduct? So were you abusing pastors? Or you were stating, or you used us also, you used that to feed we gullible Nigerians so that we can become your followers. Now you are monetized your page. You are getting lots of money from your page by we followers. People following you. You've used your fake hypocrisy to gain us as followers. We are the ones watching you. And these same people that you came out to make us know that you are protecting us, you are talking us, you are trying to help us to wake up from our slumber, that the same one that told you stop. My question is, were you abusing them, or you were stating facts about their misconduct, about them turning the Bible upside down and not preaching the gospel truth? Is that not the impression you gave many of we Nigerians that have been following you? You have to see what this guy, when this guy put this together, I said, wow, kudos. Kudos.
Whom he talks about, because you're going to really understand that as we continue in this video. Oh my God. See, what I'm telling you right now is so shocking. Now, you have heard him define who a hypocrite is, right? The reason why he made that video you just watched now, that short clip, the video is on his channel, was the fact that the title of that video, if you saw it, was him talking about how the impression people had when he called out Apostle Suleiman for having bought a jet, and then he wrote in that call out, which Reno Omokri took and retweeted with, that, come on, how come you bought a private jet? Okay, what have you done for the poor, blah, blah, blah. Which Reno Omokri himself says that Apostle Johnson Suleiman owes him no explanation. So in that particular video he made on YouTube, he was more of like explaining his relationship with...
If Apostle Suleiman owes people no explanation, why is Reno Omokri crying like a baby up and down that Buhari owes us explanation? You are accountable to the public. Churches are non-profitable organizations. Likewise, the politicians, they are accountable to the masses. If you can cry about Buhari, we know they hear word, then Omokri, then why is it that they cannot cry out about Apostle Suleiman? One, he is meant to be a church leader. So if he has a private jet, people have the right to ask questions. Where did you get the money from? Am I making sense? What is happening here? It is being rumored, and now there is no more rumor. It is facts that he's sleeping with married women, his domestic workers, even underage, and also different girls, baby mamas and everything. And blah, blah, blah. He has concubines, he has side chicks, he has everything. And he has a wife. Woman now even heard that she's even from Benue. So, I was shouting here that, what did he go and give them 20 million for? In Benue, he actually went to give them that money because the wife is from there, just to make them continue their mumu.
Apostle Johnson Suleiman, how he is a brother, how Suleiman studied in Corinth, and he said a bunch of things, more of like having this defensive mechanism as to the fact that the reason why he called him out was because he had been consistently, which he knows, calling people out and calling pastors out. In fact, he doesn't believe in the whole private jet, That was why he was like, come on, this thing is trending, why don't I talk about it? But he was coming there to do more of like a damage control for himself while explaining that Suleiman is his brother and friend. But I'm going to take you guys back to how things were before the person of Suleiman got in contact with Daddy Freez and they became friends and brothers, like Daddy Freez would always say every time. If you watch this video, we talked about the fact of how Daddy Freez himself was making a live stream and he had to play a video that Apostle Suleiman sent to him on his phone for his fans more of like being his ECOWA, or would I say his brand ambassador. At this time, that's what I will call him. But let's go on.
Thank you. Please, let's enjoy this guy. I have a reason why I'm playing. You have to calm down. Because if you don't understand why I concur and I second this guy in his...
You will notice that recently, talking about this...
In saying that, this guy is a hypocrite. I want you to listen to this. Be calm. Don't carry religious mindset. Touch not my anointed, do my prophet. Don't bring it here. If you really come here, just come like someone that knows Christ and open your mind. You understand? Open your mind and listen to this guy. He did a great job.
Scandal that has to do with Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Don't be surprised that Instablog is not posting this. Don't be surprised that Linda Ikeji is not posting this, because you have to understand one thing, and I've been telling you guys over time. Attention is currency. If you don't know this, that is actually the fact. Because let's say, for example, you are Instablog, you are Linda Ikeji, you are whatever blog, Arise News, Channel TV, whatever platform that has attention. Brands will literally pay you to post things for them like you see on Instablog. But if you watch
you remember Maureen said it, that Francis, I don't know who he is, to Apostle Suleiman, said there are some things they wanted to send to Maureen so that Maureen will do damage control, which some comedians, you saw them stand up comedians saying they don't have money anymore. You know, before good loss regime, they used to use them a lot. Even sometimes churches call them, they pay them, but now they don't have jobs. So all of them now have monetized page on Facebook. They have gone to meet Lekuti and one other one because they have the platform. The moment you have the platform, brands, Apostle Suleiman will use you to hype himself. They now went to get captions. I'll pick clips of where he was saying he gives 200 and something widows food, when doing damage control, trying to make us forget the allegations and the truth about him. All those things hurts me. Exactly what the politicians do. Buhari too does it. When they are saying that, hey, they've killed us. He brought a pyramid of rice. That's see what Nigeria. When they're saying this, they say they've done train station. This is what publicists do to cover up for their rubbish, for how they are mismanaging our taxpayers, if there are any in Nigeria. How Nigeria is going down. So all this as well applies to this particular guy called Daddy Freez. You can see he's mentioning some other bloggers, which I'm not even interested in them, because those ones did not get their page. They didn't form their page coming out for men of God that are liars, or how they have been, we gullible Nigerians have been following them like sheep. He got his platform. He made his money. He became known. From what we believe, he used to say the truth. Many of us self-following him, we acknowledged him for that purpose and reason.
Closely, the way they
I don't need the full story. No. I like the way this guy did his own. I don't need the full story. I'm concerned about Daddy Freez. I'm not interested in the full story of Apostle Suleiman. I'm not interested. Everybody knows that he's doing what he's doing now.
When a post is sponsored, they don't put that particular tag
this
on
guy is talking on Apostle Daddy Freez, not Apostle Suleiman. His case is... I'm tired of his case.
I explained that before in my other videos.
We all know now. The people following now, then who cares about them?
To right now. Daddy Freez, of course, recently reacted to Timmy Hin's scandal. We talked about
it.
Reacted to Samuel Poso's scandal.
Exactly.
We talked about it here. All these things, I've discussed them.
Care is bringing passion to everything you do. Doing, not just talking. Nespresso. What else?
We talked about it here. All these things, I've discussed them. But you have to understand something. Why is it that Apostle Johnson Suleiman has been trending, at least between Summer Ako, Maureen Badejo, for over a month since last year?
Thank you.
But no blogs is talking about it.
It's true. Do you notice that everybody, they are not talking about Apostle Suleiman's scandal? Because When you know Maureen, when she comes for you, especially all this religious leader, she will stay on your matter. She will concentrate. She will bring out some baddest proofs. Only a blind and the gullible and the foolish will say that she's lying. I'm tired of Nigerians. You know why I don't care? I'm not a follower of Apostle Suleiman. I'm not a follower of all the people that she has been bringing and been dragging. Even the ones that I know that she drags them. I don't care. So, this Apostle Suleiman, you know, just take. I just started noticing maybe a week or about 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, she has been on this matter now. Maybe from end of last year or last year. And she has been bringing baddest proofs. These names he mentioned, himself, the other lady, the yellow lady, and Maureen. And I was thinking myself, if this kind of thing is trending, where is the so-called Daddy Freez? That this is what we know him for. This is his job, really. Samuel Poso came out. Oposo's case came out. He carry him, he talk him. Timile his son came, he carry him, he talk him. At least these are, leaders when it comes to Christianity. He talks about, Oyedepo will talk small. He will grab it, he will talk it. Why is he not talking on the trendy? The only person trending now, in this era and time, is Apostle Suleiman. For his, his un-Christ-like lifestyle. The ones he's done before and the ones that are recent. Everything. People have now had guts to come and say things out. Why is he not talking about it? I'm not concerned about other bloggers. Because the truth is that those other bloggers, they have already, they didn't make their name via religious leader. But he made his name with Oyedepo's name, Adeboye's name. Those were the people. Bakare's name. Even the Suleiman gone, join put. But you know, Suleiman will always go and bribe. He will always send people out. He will always do it. Even the David Ibioma that went to answer on behalf of Oyedepo, that man didn't send him. He is the one that said he's a taekwondo guy. That man did not send him. We never hear about sexual. Maybe they've done it when they were Apostle Suleiman's age. But this at their age now, 60, 70, we've not heard about sexual scandal. So, and Apostle Suleiman is a GO. His own is too much, which we know. But some people will still say we should leave the man of God alone. It's their business. I don't care. If he's truly a man of God, me, I know he won't have this kind of scandal. I'm telling you. He won't have this kind of scandal because the scandal is too much. People can't just be coming out and be bringing out facts, witnesses, evidences against only one man who is offended. It's common sense needed here. It's common sense we all need. Common sense, all of us, we need it. Truth be told.
And even Daddy Freez has not talked about it. The reason is very simple. Apostle Joseph Suleiman is Daddy Freez's brother and friend. And Daddy Freez has this particular mindset. That all the time he's been talking about pastors and all that, but when Apostle Suleiman extended that hand of friendship, that hand of love or something, that instead of him coming out to rebuke his friend or whatever, he would rather rebuke you personally or something. Then what gives you the right, Daddy Freez? What gives you the unction that you can call out every other person because you don't have access to them? But because you have access to your friend, whom his information is out there already.
Exactly.
You rather speak to him privately. No. That is not standard.
It's not.
Now you might think I'm just talking rubbish. Okay, now let's get to the nail of this.
Please.
I was speaking to Enaka Iyok when she talked about the fact that she reached out to Daddy Freez back in June 15th, 2018.
Can you hear?
Note the date, June 15, 2018, telling Daddy Freez about her relationship with Apostle Justin Suleiman. Even after that, after he has spoken with him on the phone, she sent a WhatsApp message you can see right now on your screen, dated on that particular day, to Daddy Freez to confirm that she is the one that just spoke to him and that her name is this on her Facebook. As you can see on the message on your screen right now, Daddy Freez read it, it ticked blue to show that it's an acknowledgement. Okay, yes. Ticked blue to show that it's an acknowledgement. Okay, yes. You know how Daddy Freez creates content on social media? When something is on Instablog or Linda KG, he has set ring light. Yes, of course. So he's more of like a reactor, just like I do react. Just that for me, I don't just come out quickly with things. When something is out there, I take my time to do my findings, try to build a logical opinion about it so that it makes sense to anyone that is watching. On that same day, listen, watch what this woman herself said in 2020 about Daddy Freez and having reached to Daddy Freez. Just watch this video for a moment.
I got Daddy Freez when he was talking about tithes, you know, telling people that they should not, they're not supposed to pay tithes. It was around that time. So I got his number from this thing on Instagram, and I called him. Now, if I look at this here, if I look here, I called him. Did my liking with this place now, you know, show, but let me tell you what it is. I called him on the 15th of June 2018, and when I called him from a telephone booth, because at that time I knew that man was tapping my line, and that's what that's doing me up to now. So, and I knew I was going to talk about the man to him, so I went and called him from a telephone booth. I called Daddy Freez of Cool FM or whatever he calls, wherever he is. I told him about me. I said, I introduced myself to him, say, I'm this person, a criminal lady living in France, this and that. I just had a calling from God. I have some revelation about the church, about the church, yes, and that God has called me to expose falsehood in the church. And I told him about me and Suleiman. I told him what happened, and that God wants to expose Suleiman and other fake pastors. That's what the Lord is telling me to do. You see, listen to what Daddy Freez told me. Daddy Freez said, Suleiman, don't know the pastor now. That one is an occultic man. Say, he asked me that, do I know how many women has called him to tell him that they have had a relationship with Suleiman, and they feel that Suleiman is monitoring them, monitoring their life or whatever. They always see him in their dreams, and then he's using witchcraft on them.
Oh, Sister Diola, no, you don't have to apologize to me. No. God knows. The reason why I did mention your name earlier is because so that you know that when I had that premonition that why is this guy not talking? This guy, he must have compromised. And the reason why I'm saying it, you know, I said it, I didn't even know that yesterday was when this guy did this video. You know, just the same way I am thinking, other people are seeing it as well. It was because when Suleiman had done some previous lies and had, you know, publicly on his pulpit, he had come at this Daddy Freez to take side and to back it up biblically. Come on, guys. No. As you see, you know, we can be doing ourselves anyhow. But when you don't have the fear of God, you don't have anything. Daddy Freez lost it. As for me, from then, I don't even reference him on my platform. Because I cannot tell that he's equally like apostles, like Suleiman and co. How can you back up such a conspicuous lie? No. Even like, you know, David that was working under him, you know, one of his pastors said, he said, during that Otobos case, you saw that other senior pastors kept. There are some times that you will know that you have messed up. you've messed up. I would rather just, do you think I don't mess up? Who is perfect? Who is perfect? Is that not the reason why Jesus Christ said, when an adulterer came and they followed her and wanted to kill her, he said, he who has no sin should cast the first stone. Do you understand? But because this guy is a persistent evader and taking us for a fool, that is Suleiman now. That is my pains. You can't be, because people are so gullible in search of Christ that is in them, God that is in them. They think it's somewhere. God is everywhere. It's in us. You use people's gullibility and then sell yourself and drain them, and they will be fools till they die. It's when they die, reach heaven, they will find out that they actually wasted their time. I now understand why the Bible says that, on that day, Jesus Christ will say, yes, you called my name in the front of people, but truly, I don't know you. It's people like Suleiman, glaringly. At least some of them, they even do it diplomatically. You will be thinking, is it true? Is this person really real or fake? But his own, he lies from the teeth effortlessly. No, let us not even. That was why I said, where is this Daddy Freez? But I didn't have points, how to bring it together and show it to you. But when I saw this one, I was so happy. That's why I called emergency sitting. And I will even show you people again. I'm sure some of you know. If you can marry somebody, you were sleeping with a married woman. Eventually, you married her. You impregnated her under her husband's watch. Where is it in the Bible? So, what will people like, what's her name, do? What's her name? With this Mercy do that you will come against them? That you tag people that said, because I am very sure I was the only one that wrote Mercy husband snatcher. And I said, why are they calling him husband? I'm very sure. Maybe he doesn't even know me. He just feels that after all, the husband is polygamist and is a Muslim. Decent people will not talk like that. If you can snatch somebody's wife whilst you were still, the girl was still with the husband, you impregnated her. And this is why I have problem with Nigeria. Those kind of people will sit down and still cancel you. That's why likes of Apostle Suleiman sleeps with people's wives and still be telling you he's a man of God. Of course he is not. Just be real. Of course he's not. Just say the truth while you are going there. Just say the truth while you are going there. Where, Yomi? Why are you abusing there? Don't insult anybody, or Yomi Williams. I can see you saying your mother. Why are you insulting somebody's mother, Yomi? Why are you saying your mother to Wande Oladide? Why? Yomi, please, I am begging you. Don't insult anybody's mother. Did anybody insult your mother? Anybody insult your mother? Yomi Williams, please, whoever knows Yomi Williams, help me warn him. If his wife is sleeping at home or she went to work, please come, just take time off and come and carry your husband. And if he's not yet married, your siblings, they should come and warn you. Because you can't come and be disgracing yourself on social media. You are a man. Men comport themselves. It's we women that do talk pa. And Daddy Freez is equally like us because he talks a lot too. Why are you here if you know you cannot cope with women? Why are you saying your mother? Why are you calling her mother into this? On this platform, we don't abuse mother, we don't abuse children, we don't abuse our parents. Yomi, be warned. Yomi Williams, be warned. Because I just saw that comment. Be warned. Eba mi warn Yomi Williams. Yomi Williams' wife, come and carry your husband. Oh yeah, continue.
That is what Daddy Freez told me. Yes. So, and guess what? When Daddy Freez told me, we spoke, I was like, okay. He told me that he's on, I asked him for it's on Facebook. At that time, I was without my old Facebook business, Suleiman hacked. Now yeah, I was still without my old Facebook that Suleiman hacked. So me and Daddy Freez spoke. I was like, okay. He gave me his Facebook profile or whatever the name. So when I left,
so sister, one day please just leave Yomi alone. Let's concentrate on this. If you people are having issue, you know Yomi, he came for me first, and I've answered him. You understand? Please just leave Yomi. You can tell that Yomi doesn't have respect for we women. For him to say your mother, you can tell. I'm sure the wife is tired of him. So please, Emma, don't allow anybody to disrespect our mothers. Please, just concentrate on this chat. Yomi is bad. He's a bad man.
They called box that I called him. When I came home, I wrote a message to him and said, okay, let me read what I wrote. I said, good evening, sir. This on the 5th of June 2018. I said, good evening, sir. I said, here is a Naka Iyok. Called you about 30 minutes ago. What do you say is your Facebook name, please? Thanks, sir. Mine is I am a Naka Iyok. Well, just to prove that is when I still had I am in Naka Iyok profile. So, and when I immediately speak to Daddy Freez, or not really immediately, after speaking to him on this 15th June of 2018, I called Suleiman's concubine in France here. At that time, God had not revealed to me that she's Suleiman's concubine. She was my very good friend, she was a sister to me. So I was telling her everything that she revealed to me about whoever, which pastor, Suleiman, or whoever. I was telling her, not knowing then that she was Suleiman's spy. Suleiman had sent her to come and hear all what I'm saying. To know how they will discredit me. They will know how to block me. Voila. So as I told her that, I spoke to Daddy Freez. What Daddy Freez said to me, many men have called him to tell him that they went out with Suleiman. Suleiman is monitoring them, and then that he was using witchcraft on them or something. So when I told her, she went and told Suleiman. How did you go and tell? How did I know? You know, still now, it was all over on media that Daddy Freez is supporting Suleiman. When I say, hey, God, no, now you lead me, man, go call Daddy Freez. God say, your mouth is too pass. So she went and told that lady. She went and told him, he has gone and bought him. You don't open him out, don't block him out money. Now he's supporting Suleiman. So Daddy Freez is supporting Suleiman because his dad is supporting Suleiman. He don't take money. Money has gone under this thing. Money has gone. And let me tell you, at that time, when Daddy Freez was used to be online, I used to comment. Thank God, somebody sent me a screenshot my comment on Daddy Freez's this thing. Yesterday I saw it, I was like, wow, thank you, Jesus. Let me read it out. When I read it out, just that I did not, I will not really talk about Daddy Freez. Because I could, from when the person sent it to me, I could know the dates of when I wrote that comment. But let me read out the comment I wrote under Daddy Freez. Daddy Freez's comments. It was in a live video.
Yeah, okay.
Let me read out the comments. Daddy Freez was online, so I went to make this comment because I knew I had called him and we had spoken, and I knew what he had told me. Because there's one thing in life, when you know you are speaking the truth, it's time for the truth. Say it out there. The evil deeds of man inside the church should not be. Say it. Bible says we should rebuke. We should start judging people inside the church. You know, we are not going to tell you say we are inside church, then we are do things the way God no want them for the Bible. There are things you can do and things you cannot do. Instagram, my name is I am Inax. So, yeah.
If you look very well at that lady, I'm sorry, I have to say one thing. She's very pretty. It's just because she has become, these deeper life people. Not deeper life. She's not wearing earring, but look at her face. She's so pretty. Go and look at Apostle Suleiman's babes. They follow this look. He likes dark girls. He likes dark girls. You can hardly see him follow yellow girls. All those ones that are yellow. He likes dark girls. Naturally pretty. Black is beautiful. You see his wife, you see Itobo, you see all of them. Only that the ones that are overly, like, you know, maybe outspoken, like Tobo and Yabo Joe and all those ones, maybe he spends more for those ones. He spends more for those ones. But all of them, they look like his wife. If you notice, he likes dark girls. You hardly see him follow yellow girls. Thank God, though. You understand? You hardly. So look at this girl, very pretty. Although I think she's from Akwa Ibom also, because she's, you know, and they said Akwa Ibom people, and they said that this Apostle Suleiman, he likes sex. Hell, he likes sex. The way he likes sex, he behaves like horse. So you will know that Akwa Ibom people and the stature he chooses to follow, you will know that they are all in the same. Look at Tobo, look at this girl, all of them, they are the same. They are the same. I continue.
Daddy Freez, I said, what a shame to you. I now see why the Lord led me to call you in June 2018. You told me that many other girls from all over the world had told you about their affairs with Suleiman. You even went on by telling me that Suleiman is not a pastor, that he belongs to an occult. In brackets, our good God is a witness, is my witness. That's what I wrote in brackets. I said today, now you did praise Suleiman. Wonder shall never end. God is watching us all.
Play for the moment with Mr. Green.
Watching us all. So Daddy Freez's members or followers, and I tell you, say the Lord is asking him to repent.
Usually light-skinned men always admire dark-skinned ladies. Is Apostle Suleiman light-skinned? No. Eledumare. Edumare Loba? No. Apostle Suleiman is black now. No, he's not light-skinned though. No, that man is not light-skinned at all. He's black man now. At all. He's not light-skinned. He's not even near light-skinned at all. Who dashan? I beg.
From what he's doing, to repent from the spirit of mammon. He is calling other spirit of mammon. Meanwhile, he now today will honor Suleiman, the correct money, the beef for Suleiman inside. That the Freez not been a true servant of God. It don't go away. It don't shift. He has shifted. May we all repent from our own evil ways. So that the Freez is not working for God now. It's working for God now.
So did you people hear? Did you people hear what that girl said? I want you to be following this story. It's very sweet.
Very good. Now, I hope you listened to her very well. You noticed some things you said about Daddy Freez, how she told Daddy Freez everything and told Daddy Freez a couple of things like you heard her say, and her allegations that Daddy Freez have been paid. I don't know if you heard that good. Now, I want you to look at your page right now. On that same day, Daddy Freez went live on YouTube.
Thank you.
You see, these are things that are out there, but it took me time to find this clue.
Okay,
Daddy
okay.
Freez went live on YouTube. Look at the title of that video and look at the date. The same day. Patterns don't change. That is Daddy Freez's pattern, and his pattern has never changed right from time till now. So he's very predictable. That's how you can study someone and know their patterns. Just like how I've been looking at Apostle Johnson Suleiman, and you could see his patterns repeating here and there. When we get to Esther Iyok's story, you're going to see how patterns have repeated with the women that he's had an affair with. Because we are humans, like there are certain things we do by default. Look at the title of that video and now, very good. Look at what Daddy Freez himself said in that video and correlate it with what Esther Iyok herself said.
I want to beg Nigerian pastors. I beg you in the name of God. Stop sleeping with members of your congregation. I am begging you in the name of God. In this particular one, the big GOs are exempted because I've not had any complaints from any of the major, as in the two major ones that you people know.
Which is true.
No,
you know, I say it too.
My issues with them have nothing to do with women. They have never. But the girlfriend of one pastor, your girlfriends are disturbing me. Please, stop sleeping with members of your congregation. And I'm making this clear once again. This is for the junior.
So you see, he stylishly came out to talk about that girl, but did not address the issue. I don't know if you people are making sense for me. He spoke about it on his platform, but he did not tell Apostle Suleiman, or he told Apostle Suleiman, and Apostle Suleiman, or I believe he didn't even tell Apostle, he would dash him, would give and leave her. He has collected now. Somebody said Frebus, which is true. You know, he did not. Listen.
Or the younger, the hip-hop, the funky pastors. Not our elders. Those ones have, their hands are clean as far as I'm concerned. And as far as I've seen when it comes to issues of women, adultery.
Exactly. Which I hardly hear such things. So.
I'm not going to use the word fornication because it's a King James word. I don't like that
I don't hear that
because
about
it actually means idolatry. I'll use the original Greek word porneia, which is
only
more like
about money issue. I hear about
women, giving them money. Half the time, the money is church money. Okay, so this message is specifically for the junior pastors.
Apostle Suleiman,
those of you that look fly, those of you that like your body is still young and hot, and you cannot control your urges.
And what's
and
that other
jumping
one?
From one girlfriend to the other, and then some of you are even taking, because the girlfriend, they say when you sleep with them, they'll start dreaming about you and having also. So they'll start dreaming about you and having also. Then they'll start dreaming about you and having also. So I don't know whether you take these people's destinies and use them. I'm tired.
That if he said, Suleiman, don't know the pastor now. That one is an occultic man. Say, he asked me that, do I know how many women has called him to tell him that they have had a relationship with Suleiman, and they feel that Suleiman is monitoring them, monitoring their life or whatever. They always see him in their dreams, and then
there is no week when I can't mention names because I don't want it to look like I'm assassinating characters. The only thing I can do is I can mention the names of those people. I can only mention those people who I don't get complaints about, and they are the older pastors. No one has ever, let me be fair, let me be honest, no one in the history of my movement or since I began the Free Nation Online Church has ever called me to complain about woman issues for the older pastors. No. It is the younger ones.
Even me, I've not heard about them. I know you say Pastor Deboye they slambo anybody.
Arsenokotai into the church.
From the first step to the last mile, Toyota is creating a world where movement helps unlock human potential.
Toyota, start your impossible.
Slambo anybody.
Arsenokotai into the church.
It's always Apostle Suleiman.
Please, in the name of God, stop it. If you want to have a concubine, get a legal concubine. Go and study the Bible and see how the Jews did it. Have your concubine.
Which concubine? Stop talking rubbish. Even you are preaching rubbish.
Members of your church, stop sleeping, please. And I'm frustrated with the number of calls I get to people's girlfriends. Please, I did not start the Free Nation.
Because you went to snatch somebody's wife doesn't mean that they have to do it.
Whose blood is hot. Let me tell you, working with women is a very dangerous thing. Let me not lie. By the time you finish doing rababa, shogoroba, and some women enter inside what they think is the spirit, was actually the spirit of the devil and the spirit of mammon. When it takes control of their body, they just look at you and start lusting after you, and you don't have the control because what you are worshiping is not God, and the spirit that is controlling you is not holy. You'll now start sleeping with them. Please, I am begging you, go and find concubine. The report is too much. I can't deal with it again. And there are some particular guys. I'm not sure one of them is the same person Uncle Timmy mentioned, but it's looking like to me that the complaint is much. The complaint is much. Having a concubine as a married man is not fornication. Trust me, I've taught it. It's not fornication. I do not advise it. I do not encourage it. But if you know you cannot hold your body.
So having a concubine as a married man, it is not, you see, he said it, but he's coming somewhere. Then your wife that you are married to, that's in your house now, was married, it was under a man, married, then you impregnated her while she was with that man. She refused her husband to touch her. You were the one slamboing her. So you don't expect that married man to have concubine, Abi. But your own house was hot. Your wife left you. You were sleeping with that girl and you impregnated her. Why did the court charge you for adultery? Impregnating somebody's wife. They charged you for. They told you to pay that man 5 million naira. Even you are supposed to tag your name as wife snatcher, as this girl. What's her name? His husband snatcher. That no wonder you took side with her. No wonder. Can you see now? That's why now.
It's better to go and do that one than go and be destroying young girls' lives inside your church. Sometimes it's not that the woman is no longer attractive. She becomes too busy. There are some women who cannot juggle their man and their work. And their man is left wanting. So he goes to church. Today he sleeps with widow. Tomorrow he sleeps with choir mistress.
Can you imagine?
Tomorrow he sleeps with member of the choir. Next tomorrow he sleeps with somebody's wife inside the church. Now that one no good. Jesus said a man and his woman join together and become one. He did not say if you have a concubine you will go to hell. They say if you practice fornication you will go to hell. The word for fornication actually meant prostitution because of the immorality in the land as of that time. People are not the ones that they are calling and reporting these people to me. Let people sit down. Okay, me, I'm saying they should get one concubine. By the time they deal with the wife and the concubine matter, they'll be all right. There are some pastors in this Nigeria that have 25 girlfriends. There is one particular pastor. The number of his girlfriends that have called me.
Okay, did I mention another name? Before Yomi Williams come for me, did I not say Mercy Aigbe? Whose name did I mention? Yomi Williams will soon come for me that don't come to the public if you don't know the name. Thank you, Jare. Mercy. God bless you. I'll be married then. Yomi will soon come and say, don't come to the public if you don't know the name.
His girlfriend, his flings, his one-night stands. Nigga, come on. So, okay, all this one is now better than having one concubine. It's easier to... And concubine is like a wife, but a lesser wife. So you are not really joined.
Somebody say something. I don't support this case of Daddy Freeze, but the actual truth, that is for Fami Mimi Traore or something. Sorry, I didn't pronounce it correctly. I watched Daddy Freeze's wife interview. Her husband was gay in marriage. She found out and she left him. So all the lawsuit was just damage control for outside people, but people who knew them knew it was true. Okay, thank you very much for that understanding that you have just mentioned. The husband was gay, yeah, but she had children for the husband. Correct? She was still married when she was sleeping with. The husband was gay, but didn't stop her from giving birth. Or didn't she give birth? And she was still under the man's watch in his house and was having sex with him. Why did his first wife? It's possible not to. Your first marriage may, break up. He's a kind of man. He has said it before on his platform. He checks his wife's phone. His wife's phone, he checks it. He can't allow his wife have a male friend. Is this woman's word against the husband's word? If your husband is gay and you had a child, if you now know he's gay, although here in Ireland, if your husband is gay or your wife is gay, it is not enough to break your marriage. If you can cope, you can cope. The only time you can dissolve a marriage is when the person is having illicit affair with an opposite sex. That is adultery, committing adultery with an opposite sex. That is adultery. That's what they take as adultery. But same sex, they don't take it as adultery. Here, under family law, in Ireland, I don't know about Nigeria. So, if your husband is a gay and you want to dissolve the marriage, you were supposed to dissolve the marriage, not living in his home. So, please, that is not an excuse. That is adultery. That's why they told him to pay 5 million. Whoever is calling, don't call the phone directly. That's not fair. I always tell you people, I don't have phone that you will call directly. It's WhatsApp or don't call at all. Don't call directly. Sorry, stop calling my phone directly. When I'm having chat or anytime, if it's business, please call WhatsApp. Anything is WhatsApp. Don't call phone directly. It disrupts my chat. So that is not an excuse for the woman. If the court don't find what she has done as adultery, they will not be fined. That lawsuit, it will be thrown out or struck out, or they told him to pay 5 million for adultery, impregnating somebody's wife. That's summary of the whole matter. Summary of the whole matter. Summary of the matter.
Like the story of the wife. It's not what I want to go into. I don't want to encourage it. But after today's 1 hour call of a woman crying about one pastor that is her boyfriend, and then that pastor goes and climbs the pulpit and insults me on a Sunday, I don't even know what to do again. In my heart, I'm happy. See the idiot that is insulting me. I have his secret. In my heart, I'm sad. I wish I could call him and have a conversation with that nigga. Come on, calm down. And I don't know what to tell him. I will not judge him if he has a concubine, but I will judge him if he's sleeping with choir mistress. Let's be honest with ourselves. What we have, this.
Did you hear him say? Some of us. You see, sometimes I had never heard all this chat about him. I will not judge him because he has a concubine, but I will judge him if he's sleeping with a choir mistress. He has actually told you, his follower. That means that you, his followers, can commit adultery or fornicate. He wouldn't judge you, but he has specific people that he can probably, if a pastor is sleeping with a choir mistress, he will judge. But if he has a concubine, he will not. He doesn't see it as anything wrong. So this is, if you are following him, his philosophy or what he believes in shows who he is. I didn't know. If I knew this was what he has said in the past, I wouldn't even think of anything that he went to impregnate somebody's wife. I wouldn't even bother myself. And so it's simple as ABC.
Do not have the Holy Spirit to practice it.
It's here, but
I thank God that I have a woman and I have the Holy Spirit, and the two of them are enough for me. This is not what I wanted to preach about, but I'm practicing my message, preparing my message, and somebody is calling me crying. What do I do? Because I am teaching you stay away from concubines, not because I can use the Bible to back it up 100%.
You can't even use any Bible to back it up.
With the teachings of the free nation.
Okay.
And my personal relationship with God. At least if I'm the one teaching you, I should be able to add my own influence to it. But I'll be a hypocrite if I stand here before God and man and tell you that the Bible says you can't have a concubine. Okay?
I didn't even know he said it. Okay.
Welcome back once again. Now, are you getting the correlation? If your brain is working, you understand what I'm talking about now. How come Daddy Freez will title his video, "Can a pastor have a concubine?" And then he talks about women that they sleep with and they have dreams about him, just like Esther, just like Enaka Iyok herself explained. Do you see the correlation with the things that he was saying on the same day? And look at the way he described the man of God. Not like the top ones, he's the young ones that are and some people will tell me, no, George, this is just a miscalculation. It is never a miscalculation. Daddy Freez himself was talking about Apostle Joseph Suleiman on that live stream. But he never mentioned names. What? Of course. It could have been a news thing like that if Freez has called out Apostle Suleiman, this and that. So I think he was wise at that point not to mention his name. That is wise of you, Daddy Freez. I must give you a thumbs up for that, please.
Exactly.
If you're watching me, Daddy Freez, you know deep down in your heart, the person you were talking about that day was Apostle Johnson Suleiman.
It's true. I agree too.
But again, you were encouraging the fact that it's okay for people to have concubines. You talked about certain things that sometimes I wonder if you're a Christian, Daddy Freeze. But I respect your opinions.
I didn't even listen to it here.
When I was in Ghana, I used to watch Daddy Freeze from years back. I used to see you as someone that I could really, really respect and learn things from.
Exactly.
When I started seeing double stand.
Exactly. That's how I choose to view him as well. When he came out in the beginning, and some people were always cursing him, they would tell him he's a fake albino, he's bleaching, you know, they were just abusing him, but because just to kill his morale, because he had points. I used to listen, because when people say things, I just don't follow the crowd. I try and take my time to listen to him. So I knew what he stood for, he, Morayo, and the other guy. Do you understand? I knew what he stood for, but I'm surprised that, I would listen. Sometimes when I come across his chat, I look at the topic. It's something that, interests me. I will listen a bit to what he has to say. And I always smile when I see him doing like this. I will just smile like, oh, this is his logo. But lately, especially when I started looking at some topics and I saw the way what made me like him and how Apostle Suleiman has totally ruined him for me. Sorry, and how he makes it like, okay, there's difference between I like this man, there will be conflict of interest. Like yesterday, I was dealing in the case of the Oluwo of Iwo. You saw me, I kept laying emphasis. I said, I like this guy, you. I like this guy. So what I will say, I won't abuse him. Do you understand? I won't abuse him. So you will know that everything I needed to say, I'm not too real with it, in the sense that when they said he went to beg for money, I was just using style to say, he's poor, but people are not fair on him. You can tell from the way I talk that there was conflict of interest. Not trying to make you people like him or believe that his lifestyle is cool. How he behaves. I talked about his fault, what he did, and people hated him. I mentioned his name. So I tried my best to make you people understand I like this guy. Sometimes I even, when I want to talk about people that I like, I tell you people, I don't want to say this thing. This person is married. I don't want to say. You will know that I'm reluctant. Omotola Jolade, I was so reluctant until this Vika case by Kinikoke. Well, even, sorry, Messi Aipe, my husband calls her my daughter, Omwe. I was really reluctant. But unfortunately, she passed where I expected her to even stay. After doing Larry Gentry, she overstepped her boundaries. I know, if we look at this girl, continue like this, she will destroy many more. So I needed to say something. Do you understand? You cannot be backing Apostle Suleiman and make it seem it is okay when he's lying, broad daylight lies. And make it seem it is okay that lifestyle, you back it up with the Bible for him. So you back concubine up with the Bible. Where in the Bible? Where? Are you talking about Solomon? Are you talking about David? Because I don't know where. Oh, maybe that's the one. Then you will tell me why is it possible? Maybe it's them you are talking about. But they made us understand that the Old Testament is gone. Even though, yes, Jesus said it is not totally abolished, he has only come to fulfill it. But the truth still remains. He said, above all, love your neighbor as yourself. You be sincere. One wife is problem. Adam and Eve. Just put two. If God knew that polygamous was the best for any of us, he would have put two women. At least that's what we Christians follow. All these other people, they missed it by doing concubine, fornication, adultery. They missed it. David, when he committed adultery, what did God do? He killed that child, that first child. He did, just to let him know, I am not happy with you. What you exactly did to your wife, the wife you married is the same story. David went and saw the wife like this. He said, "Will, A married woman went to peep and saw how beautiful she is. And Uriah was one of his army. In fact, the leader, he told them to go and put him where he will make sure they will in front of the wall so that they can kill him. He knew if they put him there, he will not come back from that wall. And after they killed him, David went and started sleeping with the wife. Because his eyes was on the wife. Is that not adultery? And what did God do? God killed that child that she gave to David. Just to show him that I'm not in support of what he did. Even though God, he will say, can we question God? No, we can't. He's unquestionable. There are sometimes things happen, I'll be like, why did God do this? It's really not fair. He said, but I can't question him. So what you did is what David did. And he was punished for it. He was punished for it. So don't think that because you can do it, that means that it is right. If the Bible makes us to understand that God was not happy with David for doing that. You people killed that man alive. You people killed him. His wife and you under his watch, you were doing faka with her. So if anybody wants to talk about adultery, I don't even think you can talk about it. You have your head. No. You can't. No, you can't.
With your person, I wonder if you are still Daddy Freez that we knew before, that came and was speaking against tithing and speaking against certain heresies we have in the church,
yes,
speaking against false doctrine.
Yes.
I wonder if it is still you, Daddy Freez. Now, just to even prove this a bit further, because some of you will now say, oh, George, you are just taking this too far. Listen, it took me time for me to connect the dots. If you still don't believe that he was talking about Apostle Joseph Suleiman right there, if you still don't believe, how does this thing make sense? Now, let's look at this together. Now, right now, I'm going to take you into my computer. You will see
love
how
this guy.
All of a sudden,
he's an analyst.
Before Suleiman became friends with Daddy Freez as at April 2019. If you watch this video that Apostle Joseph Suleiman made in response to Daddy Freez, he categorically said that I can't play Apostle Suleiman's video here because he has agents that always attack my videos anytime I play his video. So I can only show you reference so you can find it yourself. He said specifically that it's been over 2 months that he has started talking with Daddy Freez. Of course, Daddy Freez came and said, even as he said too, that they have been talking about doctrine, talking about scriptures, talking about just scriptures. But something interesting I have noticed about these two people's relationship.
This guy's name is Being Real George. The guy is a good analyst, and I wouldn't lie. He's on Apostle's case. I've been following. There was one lady that confessed what Apostle did to her on. She was talking herself how she was married to a gay, and the gay is a pastor. They brought the guy's picture out, yeah, and Apostle Suleiman is the spiritual father of this gay pastor, and the gay pastor married her and wasn't touching her and wasn't doing anything with her. Only thing he would do was to buy clothes for them and carry for her 3 days in a week. 4 days in a week. She was only meant to be a ceremonial wife for this gay pastor. Now, this gay pastor takes Apostle Suleiman as a spiritual father, has his own church. Now, when the girl will call him and say, at least you marry person get to come they check you out now. At least touch you. The man won't touch her. The man will say that, he has to talk with angels. He has to do this. No, and she was dying in silence until one day she ran away. When this is not story like we are talking now. This is facts stated clearly, evidence. The victim spoke. That's why I like him. I don't like all this. That's why there are some people I don't bother to go to there because they lie from the teeth. But when you want me to watch you, and I need to see integrity, see truthfulness, and that's why I brought it so that it will not be that Yeye is just talking because she's biased. No, I'm not biased. I'm only saying you used this matter things about church to get all of us. Now, you are like Buhari and Co. You are like them. You are like these GOs and Co. Exactly what you used in getting us. You just used us and you have monetized your pay. You are making money now. And the truth still remains that you have long not in tune with what you used in getting us. You have compromised. And it's Apostle Suleiman that made me to notice this about you. Continue, George.
Prior before this time, Daddy Freez has never called Apostle Johnson Suleiman his name with his title. Daddy Freez yourself, you can check. Do your research yourself on your page if you're watching me. You also can do the research. Anytime Daddy Freez had ever posted something about Apostle Johnson Suleiman on his page prior before that time, he always just uses Suleiman. Even sometimes he made mockery of him, but never attached that title to his name. Let's get into my computer. Here, Suleiman said no phones and tablets. We address this. He calls him here Suleiman. We looked at on his Instagram page. Let me see if I can find that.
Exactly. Here. That's what I said.
I can find that here. Okay, now this is 2019. January 12, 2019. Look here.
He's just a hypocrite.
After they had become, before they became friends, he say here, although Suleiman, he doesn't add the apostle here. This is as at January 29, 2019. Although Suleiman, he doesn't add the apostle here to his name. Let's go further. Now look at when he posted of this apology, this of their reconciliation, of their friendship or their brotherhood, which I'm going to read some of the comments now so you see how people even reacted. For the very first time, Daddy Freez added apostle to Suleiman's name. Look at this. My friend and brother Apostle Suleiman has responded. Look at this here. Let me show you again in case you think I am just making this up, because you have to study people to know their antics and how they think and how certain things, So I think I saw a post before. Good. Now this was a post. Look at this. Is December 2018. December 2018. He was more of like making a mockery of Suleiman in this video where he was praying in tongues and he was like, look at what people are saying, because you see the comments by these same people right now after he posted the video of the whole, my brother and friend. And look at what he calls him here. Sule ranks. This just crowned me weak. Suleiman spitting bars and he's laughing. You understand?
Is it almost 4 p.m.? We have to stop.
Suleiman is doing right.
We'll continue tomorrow. Let me quickly do my clothing. Please, I will do it along with this. I know people will go now. Please, 4 o'clock, I will have to start my clothing.
You see that
we'll continue this tomorrow. I will finish it tomorrow.
He adds the apostle.
How many minutes?
Myself, how did he become an apostle?
I will stop 5 minutes
you guys
time.
Became friends, but even before then, he was never an apostle. Get the point? Are you getting the point right now?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get back to the studio, but let's look more. Look at here again when he posted the whole
thank you, Claude Clark.
Thing, because when
I'm going to start in 5 minutes.
On his Instagram handle, he told people to go and watch it on YouTube page. Okay, let's go further so you get to see that from then henceforth he addresses him as apostle. But what made you address him as apostle after knowing who he really is?
He's going to go ahead,
all these things about him. What kind of brotherhood is this, Daddy Freez, if you're watching this?
Yes, we're having the chat by 4.
You are under my
business time. Here, I will continue it with this.
Suleiman plans to set up his own airline. We all know that Apostle Suleiman can lie based on the things we have.
This is another thing.
Analysis, okay?
You remember he said he was going to set up his own airline. Apostle Suleiman said so. Hear this guy. Thank God this guy went into that part. He said it that the same way he tried to distract people during Otobo's time, that he will set up a line, he will shake Kiniko, he will shake Bada, he will shake Kokobaba Shasun. That same way he said he came out now when they caught him again for another scandal, and then on the previous one they helped him revisit it. He now came out and said, yes, you have been feeding widowers, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm going to open restaurant for millions. You come in, you're hungry, because he knows that many of us Nigerians, we are hungry. Poverty is a bastard. This guy knows, he's all propaganda. When you are coming back to the world, this one, tell God to make you better in life. Poverty is a bastard. Poverty is a bastard. It will make you call who we are supposed to call idiot, fool. You will call the person Boda. You will call the person Boda. Look at, I love this guy.
Analysis is a liar. Present analysis. And right here, please, has he set up this airline and employed people? The thing we are hearing today now is that he's giving free food. Operation come and feed Operation come and eat free food. And he has given, Instablog has been doing a couple of sponsored posts for Daddy Freez3. Sorry, for see right now I'm calling two of them as if they're together. For Apostle Suleiman recently. Let's go further. You see that from then henceforth. And look at here, he doesn't address Fato Ibo as pastor. He calls him building Fato Ibo. I don't know if you are getting the point right here. Maybe tomorrow if he becomes friends
Fato, you know, Fato Ibo too has scandal. You know, he used to address all those cases. So Fato Ibo, he will come and talk. His mouth is very sweet on Fato Ibo's case. Because that one won't even answer. He's doing his thing. It's promiscuity. You like people will go and hit your head. At least we know. He won't even bribe anybody to give him any better propaganda and come and be But Apostle Suleiman is so used to it. Fato Ibo, people will know that one. Even his case with Choma, this guy dealt with the case. Is it Choma Abi? I've forgotten that guy's name.
Building pastor. Just for you to take, just for you to understand certain things. Look at here, he calls he just say Adeboye. He doesn't add the pastor. Just for you to see. But when it now comes to Apostle Suleiman. Let's look. You see here again here, Apostle Suleiman's $1,000 question. He puts here his name here, Apostle. He adds that apostle to the name. If we go further, you will see this particular coloration. But before then, on his Instagram post, if I want to start digging further on his Instagram, you see that he had never addressed Suleiman with that particular apostle, because when that woman said that when she had a conversation with him, because right now some of you will say, okay, let's see proof, or did she record the conversation? Let's say Suleiman's free shipple Mugus will come here now and say, you're talking about my papa's Daddy Freez. Where is the audio recording to show that he said that Suleiman
I have only one more minute.
I said start my business. Women have called me. At least you will watch in the video
Daddy Freez and Apostle Suleiman
about the same thing indirectly, even though he did not mention Apostle Johnson Suleiman's name. I don't know if you are getting the point, but it correlates. You see here, say here, Sowore rejects Apostle Suleiman's offer. Now, do you see what I'm talking about? This is from my computer. You see it because it makes sense. I'm now asking a question, Daddy Freez, if you're watching me, how come he became an apostle after you guys became friends? But before you became friends, you never addressed him as an apostle. It makes sense why the woman herself said that this man, where they tell me so, everybody knows that it's an occult now. Do you know how many women have called me and told me, you heard that in the two conversations. You heard that with what Esther herself said and what Daddy Freez himself said in that particular live stream on the same date that he received the call. Because that is Daddy Freez's pattern. I might be sounding as if I'm very emotional, as if I'm angry. I'm not
that's
angry,
what they will say.
But this is the feeling of which I want to really pass to you, that I don't feel okay even seeing these things happen. All of a sudden, Apostle Suleiman became an apostle in your eyes, and I started seeing posts. Let's look at some posts, because even your fans, those who follow you, were always complaining every time on your post. Why are you so biased when it comes to this man?
I didn't
to the extent that you defended the whole story, that he prayed for somebody and the person entered this I
didn't know he touched that.
This airport and appeared in this airport.
True, he defended it.
Vocal cavity and defended that. Of course, he talked about the Bible. Okay, Philip, is it Philip? But oh, come on.
Yes.
From the things I have observed over time, right here, even after I've been analyzing Apostle Suleiman, I know that he lies a lot.
He lies.
Some of you that have been watching me over time, you have seen it. Okay, good. You made a video last time, years back. Look at the video on your screen where Apostle Suleiman said, according to you, Daddy Freez, that he was going to build an airline and employ how many 50% Africans or 50% Nigerians?
True, he did.
Has he built the airline today?
No, he hasn't.
The last thing we heard last time was that he bought 3 private jets. The next thing they come and change the thing that he sold 2 and bought 1. Has those things happened? Now I'm going through your post right now on Instagram, right from the time you became friends. Every time you had then posted about him, you added apostle to his name.
Thank you.
Sometimes I even watch someone who will just write and then you will just put apostle in brackets. But for me, I will still call you apostle because that's the title you give yourself. That's what people know you for.
Me too.
So I might be very respectful and very diplomatic in my things. But I've seen this about you, Daddy Freez, if you're watching me. And those of you that are part of the Free the Shippo, Free the Detention Guinea, only one for here, only for kita, hypocrite, more and I beat my chest and say,
true.
This is hypocrisy with what I'm seeing right here.
Dalu
because you come and call out every other man of God. Real or fake, you know that I don't know. You jump on it and everything. But when it comes to your man, your brother, of course, is your brother. Public rebuke is better than hidden love.
Exactly.
Don't you read it in your Bible?
It's in the Bible.
I'm looking at, I had to take screenshots upon screenshots. I was like, wait. This is indeed a pattern. I was going through your page. I was taking screenshots. God, I was like, no. Even during the Mike David saga, that Mike David was trying to expose him, you were more of like a champion. Oh God,
it's true.
Talking about the whole karma thing, he said here, Apostle Suleiman must have been a lawyer in his past life. You laugh. See logical tackling, devoid of sentiment and emotion. He always pays his taxes according to this video. He raised very valid points. I also agree that removing a board without a court decision is funny. I personally support accountability and have no issues with karma as long as they follow the due process and conduct. From then I started seeing you being more of like a, I don't know whether you are now his personal blogger or personal promoter.
Exactly.
You know, look at this one here. It said here, my son and I were listening to this. He loved the lion.
Guys, I have to start my program as in my business time. I know that many of you, I would advise you. Tomorrow I'm still going to, because I have some things to say, but I can't continue because of the fact that I have to go and do my program. You understand? I have to go and do my program. I'm so sorry.